Hello, everybody, and welcome back into another Prospect Corner Countdown episode here at the Hockey Writers. I'm your host, Matthew Zator, and we are going to run through our top 10 of the Hockey Writers' top 100 prospects of the NHL, written by Logan Horn, our prospect expert. We're going to go through our top 10 and see what players have entered that big realm of being one of the top prospects in the NHL. So, coming in at number 10, Simon Nemitz of the New Jersey Devils, selected second overall in the 2022 draft. Mature game, head and shoulders above most defensive prospects of the same age. He will be a very important defender for the Devils in not too distant future. Probably going to play in the AHL this season, most likely, but he's definitely going to be a top four defenseman in the NHL very soon on a Devils team that's pretty stacked on defense. Probably one of the better prospect pools in the NHL when it comes to defensemen. And Nemitz is just one of many, and actually one of this top 10. There's another guy we'll get to in a few minutes here, but Nemitz coming in at number 10 of the New Jersey Devils. Number 9 is Zach Benson, left winger from the Buffalo Sabres, just drafted this past 2023 draft. 5'9", a little undersized, but it does not look like he's undersized at all. He plays with a lot of speed, a lot of tenacity. For a lot of undersized players, that's one of their qualities. So Benson, one of the more creative guys from that draft, he did drop quite a bit, as anticipated by some prospect corner here that he would drop because of his size, but ends up being in the top 10 this first ranking after the draft. So pretty good coming in right away. Number 8, David Yurichak of the Columbus Blue Jackets, right-handed defenseman, another defenseman in this top 10, very high in the 2022 draft, and looks to be already NHL ready. He played in the NHL a bit last season, but played most of that season in the AHL, but he could have a good chance of making in that lineup this season. Pretty big logjam on the Blue Jackets right now, but he's definitely going to be a top 4 regular at some point, maybe this season, we'll see, but he's definitely a highly skilled defenseman, and he lands at number 8 on our list. Number 7, as I mentioned, there is another defenseman here from the New Jersey Devils, Luke Hughes, not a right hand, he's a left hand, so he could actually play with Simon Nemitz on a top pairing maybe. So Luke Hughes, one of the more one of the Hughes brothers, very highly skilled defenseman. We already have Quinn Hughes in the NHL with the Canucks, and Jack Hughes, of course, with the Devils. But Hughes, Luke is going to definitely be a high-end name to watch. He got into the NHL last season, played a few games, played in the playoffs, looked really good. Looks like he's ready to take that next jump, but we'll see how high in the lineup he plays this season. But he definitely has that hockey IQ, high-end skill to be able to play that top pairing on the power play, put up 70-plus points a season. Very good in transition, probably one of the best defensive prospects in the NHL at this point. So definitely look out for Hughes this season, and he comes in at number 7. Number 6, Will Smith, and he was just, again, another guy drafted this past 2023 draft. San Jose Sharks selected him. Again, very highly skilled pivot, probably one of the more intelligent offensive players from that draft class, ends up going to the Sharks. And again, right-handed centerman, they're not a lot in the NHL, so he's definitely going to be a prospect to watch coming up, because he is definitely a highly skilled centerman that could be top-line center for the Sharks in the future, and very, rebuilding team. They're definitely going to be looking for him to take over that role that, Logan Couture and Joe Pavelski. Logan Couture is still with the Sharks, but Pavelski was there before. Hopefully he takes over that role in the near future. Coming in at number 5, one of the highly anticipated rookies in the NHL this season, Logan Cooley. Going back to NCAA, he's going to be with the Arizona Coyotes this season, and he is skilled. Probably one of the, again, highly skilled prospect in this rookie class coming up. The Calder Trophy race has a lot of these guys are going to be in it in this top 10, and Hobey Baker finals this past season, and he's going to be a big part of the Arizona Coyotes, maybe starting this season. So number 5, Logan Cooley coming in here. Number 4, Leo Carlson, another centerman. Anaheim Ducks selected him second overall when everyone thought Adam Fantilli was going to go second, but they end up getting Carlson, very good two-way center. Potentially could play the third line this season with the Ducks and be really good. I mean, he's very good at a lot of the skills that a third line centerman could play. Could potentially move up the lineup very soon. But, Carlson, very, very good prospect in the NHL as well. And he comes in at number 4. Number 3, Matvei Michkov, Philadelphia Flyers. We all know how his stuff over in the KHL right now. He just got loaned to HC Sochi, and now he's back, probably going to play a lot more now. And again, compared to Alex Ovechkin, we compared him quite a bit on Prospect Corner to him. Probably not going to be as highly, score as many goals as him. Who knows? We find out. But Ovechkin is a class on his own, but he definitely has a lot of the skills of the grade 8. So Matvei Michkov coming in at number 3 on this list here. And we're getting down to our nitty gritty here. Number 2, Adam Fantilli, and he went 3rd overall, but he comes in 2 on this top 100 list in the top 10. Adam Fantilli, I mean, not much more you can say about him. He's one of the best centermen in this draft class. He was one of the best at the NCAA with the Michigan Wolverines, and he's definitely going to be one. Potentially could be a first-line center on the Columbus Blue Jackets this season. Again, very smart centerman, 6'2", 185, and still, he can do everything. He can get on the highlight reel with his hands. He can shoot. He can shoot the puck. He's NHL caliber shot. But definitely, we'll see how good he is in this rookie season for him. Now, the number 1 prospect in the NHL, according to Hockey Writers, probably according to everyone, Conor Bedard of the Chicago Blackhawks, drafted 1st overall, and he's been labeled as a generational talent probably from the last bunch of years since Connor McDavid was drafted 1st overall, and he's definitely probably worth the hype. So Chicago's got a good one here. We'll see how good he is in his first year, but everyone's anticipating a Calder Trophy win. So Conor Bedard, very deservedly of that number 1 prospect status on this list. And most likely will be graduated from this when we do an update later on. But he's the number 1 prospect, and definitely keep an eye out for Conor Bedard this season. All right, well, there's our top 10. Make sure you're checking out that top 100 list, the full list by Logan Horn. He did that update for the preseason. And also check out the Hockey Writers Prospect Corner, where we dive into the full top 100 and highlight a bunch of prospects throughout that list. We talk about a bunch of them. Make sure checking that out. Follow us on Twitter and also at thehockeywriters.com, and subscribe to our Substack newsletter. We've got that out for prospects and draft that comes into your inbox periodically throughout the week, and to keep you updated on all things prospects. But until next time, we'll see you on another Hockey Writers Prospect Corner Countdown.